New on Curiosity Stream. She was a loving wife, a devoted mother. She also stole atomic secrets and gave them to the Soviets. Meet the woman whose deception kick-started the Cold War on the spy who stole the atom bomb. And
what if they catch you?
Then I shall be shot.
They're coming! Come back!
relive history's most death-defying escapes. It's Impossible Escapes, Civil War. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
Oh, drat. I was driving along minding my own business when that vulgar leech hit my Beamer with his pickup truck. I fear I've fractured my clavicle.
I say, old boy, don't simply put it in the hands of your insurance company to sort it out. Talk with a dedicated row of solicitors at the Advocates Law Firm.
Pipe down, you old sod. The Advocates will see your case through to the bitter end and won't sleep a fortnight until they have victory in their grasp.
Jolly good, old man. Jolly good indeed. You get injured, the Advocates get results. AdvocatesLaw.com.
Hey, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Hey, Jeff, going up, Ted's Meat and Potatoes on the way right after a few emails from the Men's Room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Let's jump right in with the birthdays, guys. I want to wish my son Luke a happy 20th. You're a great young man, always there when I need you. He is spending the night at his girlfriend's house tonight. So can I get it? Your penis is too small? And the Dirty Germans talking about maybe what he could look forward to. Thank you, guys. That from Dean.
Yeah, I think he'll get to watch the horror movie known as The Beast with Two Bags.
Yeah, it's his 20th birthday, and he spends the night at the girlfriend's house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like this Dean guy's finally going to figure out how the sausage is made.
Yeah.
Jimmy?
Yeah.
You can expect chlamydia.
Oh, no. You do get a lot of venereal diseases in your early 20s.
Yeah, that's
the window.
age.
That in like 60s, depending on your retirement situation. Oh, it's
You didn't have a VD in your 20s?
Yeah.
Pretty sure I dodged that one.
Good for you.
What were you doing?
Yeah, come on. That's part of the rites of passage of being
playing video games in my parents' basement.
Okay.
That's one way to avoid it.
Yeah.
How to avoid chlamydia.
Right? You've never been drunk? No, I've never had alcohol.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair.
Olovich said, happy Chinooka. Today my coworker Lisa turns 25. Can she get some turtle wax with a vomit noise and Montgomery at the end? And let's see here, guys. Thanks, man. That from Ross, the maintenance guy in Tacoma.
London?
Montgomery!
Gentlemen, today's the day to honor the day that Embryo, a.k.a. Fraser Green, is born. It's his 27th trip around the sun. I'm pretty sure his friends in the local 26 Plumbers Union are hating it. But if the Dirty Germans wouldn't mind going into detail on how to lay pipe for him, that'd be great. Love you, buddy. That from your fellow bar tools, Thomas, Trevor, Max, Cody, and Gary.
Yeah, in my experience, it is easiest to lay pipe in places that are moist or muddy.
Yeah, the key is just getting it to fit in just correctly. Sometimes it's a little bigger, so you just have to shove it in.
Yeah, sometimes I want to fit my pipe into a tongue groove.
Yeah, sometimes I put foam around it.
Guys, today is my 33rd birthday. Can I get a shout out to myself, Brenda, pronounced Picklebag from Coach Ted, about the best part of turning 33 and being the biggest pickle lover ever. Thanks, guys. Much appreciation there.
33. All right, 33 is always a good year. I often reference it as the Larry Bird year. He wore 33. It's also the numbers on the back of the Rolling Rock can, so you can have some beers. Didn't see that one coming, did you, Mike? No. What the hell? What else you went there, Ralph? 33. Is that
Tony
it?
Dorsett.
Tony Dorsett. All right.
Another great year for Jesus.
Or comedians.
Oh, God.
But yeah, I'll tell you what, I like that you like pickles. I got a jerkin you'd like to see.
A gherkin?
Gherkin.
I mean, you even
jerkin.
You didn't even make it subtle.
Golly, there's a jerkin pickle? I want to try one of those.
I mean, she's just going to watch you.
I don't do pickles much. What I do, it's a jerkin.
Oh, man, that is bad. You know what it is? Those Germans were just in here before Coach got in.
Yeah.
Were you guys wondering about a promo at all? Were you?
Oh, yeah, great.
Yeah. The Jerk and Pickle.
I would go to a bar called the Jerk and Pickle.
Hell yeah. You get one of those Montana shots with the pickleback.
I love it. Yeah. Sorry. Happy birthday. I do really love pickle.
Right.
Gherkin.
Guys, it's my 42nd trip around the big ball of fire. I love the show. Listen to you every day on my way home from work. You guys are great. And I also love the beer. How about your penis is too small? Some Steve Shotgun gets. Head Coach Ted telling me to get out of the lazy boy. Thanks, guys, and love the show. That from John. Get out of the lazy boy! Get your ass out of the lazy boy! Get out of the lazy boy!
I think he's out of the lazy boy.
I was like, get off the roof. Get off the shed.
Yeah. Oh, but Charles, it's my birthday. Just thinking a year ago, we were in Hawaii. No, we weren't. We were not in Hawaii.
What's all this we talk?
You were in Hawaii, not we. We includes us.
Lion asthma.
That was awesome. Can I get a big dummy cat birth? And Steve saying, bitches in that low, deep, sexy voice. Thanks, guys. Love the show. That from the lovely Dee Dee. I believe this is the one. Is it?
Guys, speaker between your legs is awesome.
Oh, yes. Please wish Maxine, pronounced Mum, a happy birthday. I'm sure she'd appreciate hearing how the Dirty Germans help her celebrate her birthday with her brand new hip. That from Angie, Snafu, and Tay. No one else gets to freeload off the birthday gift, by the way.
Yeah, if I play my cards right, you'll need a second hip replacement.
Yeah, I hope this one is the birthing size.
Yeah, maybe you can do a complete 360 rotation.
Yeah, this German's very off today. Those are thighs, not hips.
Good day, gentlemen. I want to give a birthday shout out to my best friend of over 40 years, John BG. Could I get a Ray loose? It's time to take off the leash. And Coach Ted giving him a little pep talk. Love the show. Peace out. That from Brian the Meat Man.
It's time to take off the leash.
All right. Well, if you're friends with Brian, I got some simple advice for you. Number 1, acquire poultry, preferably chicken, maybe whole chicken, maybe parts. Step 2, apply that delicious rub Brian has made, man. That stuff is so good. Miles, you've been using it too.
Oh, yeah.
Pure and simple. Roasted chicken, beer butt chicken, just grilled pieces. Whatever you do, just put that stuff on there.
Did a lot of rockfish last night.
Rockfish?
It's fantastic.
Get out of here.
Yeah. It's a little barbecue sauce on top. Barbecue
Look at you using poultry seasoning on the fish.
I don't care. I'm crazy.
Wow.
Get out of my kitchen. I can do anything.
I made a chicken of the sea.
I might put Fruit Loops on top instead of lemons.
You start using Flamin' Hot Cheetos, and I know you've jumped the shark.
I sprinkle my fish in Pop Rocks. Just to listen. Oh, Macholas, I want to wish a happy 50th birthday to my wife, Terry, pronounced Batgirl. Can I get a happy Chinooka? And the Dirty Germans explaining why sex with an older woman is always better. Thanks, and rock on that from Batman.
Chinooka.
Yeah, especially to know the woman is always better. They know what they are doing, they know what they like, and they will give you commands.
Yeah, my favorite part is just that we're done by 3 in the afternoon instead of having dinner.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
Happy
Terry.
Chinooka.
I'll dot your eye.
Gentlemen, today's our buddy's 52nd trip around the sun, and to help him celebrate this great day, could you hook him up with a big old bong rip and the Dirty Germans just being dirty? Here's to another year for Jimmy Wolf, that from Kayla James and the family.
Yeah, for your birthday, I'm going to serve you a very special German chocolate cake, but mine has nuts.
Yeah, so I'm going to come over with the jar of these gherkins. So apparently it's huge in the Coach culture.
Yeah, we call them skin pickles.
Sometimes I hollow it out.
Guys, can I get a fish sandwich for my lovely bride, Gwen? This is her 58th trip around the sun, with her being a huge Disneyland fan. Could I also get some Dirty Germans warning her of the perils of someone her age riding the wild toad? Thanks, Macholas. That from Mike in Snohomish.
Yeah, I do not know when they started referring to my penis as the wild toad, but it can be dangerous if you have a heart condition.
Yeah, over 55, you shouldn't be on the wild toad. It sounds like a euphemism. Sounds like a drugsism. It's a wild toad.
Yeah, I will now call my penis forever the wild toad.
With a jerkin pickle.
Yeah, you know what happens when you have too many pints of this beer? Or liters. You turned into the toad.
All right, guys, here we go.
Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans, brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefly.
Time to open wide and sample Ted's meat. And potatoes. Now, here's your host, head chef of the Men's Room, the Ted Nugent.
Head chef in the house.
Thank you, folks. Thank you. Now, a lot of times I come in here and it might be Super Bowl season, might be, I don't know, just dip season in general, as I call it, which is generally football season. But let's be honest. People like chips and people like dip.
That's correct.
You know what I mean? It's one of the communal things that everybody agrees on. And some people don't want a relish tray, right?
No.
They're not big on pickles and small little white onions. Some people maybe don't, I don't know, maybe some people don't like charcuterie, which is meat and cheese. I don't know who those people are.
I don't know.
You're weird. But if you have, out things of chips and dip, people always just sit there and it's a way to congregate as well.
You're in there. It's a beginning.
Right. So just the other day we had National Tortilla Chip Day, which tortilla chips oftentimes I feel like only have two friends, salsa and guacamole.
I mean, you
for
can
the
put
most part.
nacho cheese on top. It's pretty good.
You could. You know what? That's a good call. You could put cheese on there.
You could put cheddar cheese. Who has nacho cheese at home? You know what I mean?
Not me.
Nacho cheese is a different thing that I'm not.
I'm talking.
Like, you have a jar of nacho cheese at home?
You pump that cheese or do you microwave it?
No, it's a little Fritos can of nacho cheese.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, yeah. I always forget Fritos has those little cans.
Yeah, man, they're great.
And then you got to get Juanitas, man. Nothing on this planet is better in that world
100%.
than Juanitas.
I agree.
That is the brand.
They are very good. They're almost too good because you just end up eating them dry.
Some places make them fresh. They're good too. But I mean, if you're
Right,
buying
that's
out of a
how
bag at a
that's how
grocery
tortilla
store.
chips started, honestly. And it was just somebody cut up tortillas.
Tortillas, yeah.
Deep fried them and bam.
Yeah, we got chips. So let's see. So then a thing came out that was just saying, hey, it's National Tortilla Chip Day. So they looked up what are the most popular dips in every state.
All right.
Now, unfortunately, most of the country's kind of boring. Just salsa won 18 states.
I believe that.
Okay. It's not always my favorite, but it's fine.
But I will say this. I would venture to say I probably eat more salsa than any other type of dip.
More than hummus?
You know, in the scheme of things, yeah.
Hummus probably comes in second because you can dip a lot of things into hummus. I just feel like if I'm sitting around the house and I'm going to have one, because salsa also can go on eggs. Salsa can go in this.
It really also depends on who makes the salsa. If you make fresh salsa, if somebody knows how to make salsa and you have that, like San Juan salsa.
Delicious.
Actually, it's fantastic. So that kind of salsa, I'm in. I'd probably eat the whole container.
Right. I think I'm just more apt to have salsa on hand as opposed to I don't know, it's not Wednesday night and you go, you know what, I'm going to whip up some onion dip.
Right. By the way, someone's already mad at you, Ted. It says, I'm pretty offended. Ted has chosen to ignore bean dip, queso, and basically everything to do with nachos.
All right, we're going to get there.
Hey, I'm just letting you know what the public's saying, man.
So salsa won 18 states. Guacamole won 15 states.
All right.
Queso was third with 6 states.
Is that more like Texas and New Mexico with queso? Is that more south?
You are correct in Texas, but it was Texas, Oklahoma.
All
they
right.
really like queso. And then down in South Carolina and Georgia likes queso.
All right. I'm assuming everything west. There's a lot of
Look-
salsa on the West Coast, too.
Yeah, salsa is most of the country,
dominating the West,
except when it dominates the West until you get to California, which, of course, is guacamole.
Right.
Some interesting things here, though. Ranch and buffalo chicken dip both won 3 states.
All right.
Which is fair. Ranch is massive down in Mississippi and in a couple states down there in the South. I don't know what the other one is because it doesn't say the state, just an outline. What is that guy?
Oh, that is Alabama.
Alabama. Sorry, Alabama. I'm not shocked that ranch is big down there.
No, it's Alabama.
Right, but I feel like for them, ranch is going on everything.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Their fries and cheese and bacon and all that stuff, capital of the world.
Buffalo chicken dip, they won 3 states. They got Pennsylvania, Ohio, and West Virginia.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Buffalo chicken dip is so good.
That's a big wing eating area of the country. There's a lot of chains, you know what I mean? There's individual chains, like Pennsylvania's got Quaker State and Lube. Buffalo Wild Wings came out of Ohio. West Virginia's huge on wings. So that area in general just likes the taste of buffalo chicken wings.
Correct. Now, this won't shock you. There was a couple states that only had, there was a couple dips that only had one. French onion, for instance.
Somewhere in New England?
No, it's Kentucky.
Really?
Yeah.
I would not have guessed that.
Now, Miles, Thrill already knows this, but I'm pretty sure you can guess this. These two. One state won beer cheese dip.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin. It's gotta
Right.
be.
All right. And then one state picked crab dip.
Oh, Maryland. Come on.
Which is weird, too, is in the article it said it's the coastal areas of Maryland that love crab dip. And I'm like, you've never been to the state of Maryland.
It's Maryland.
It's Maryland, period.
Right.
Yeah, everybody loves
seriously,
it.
though, that's it.
Now, a lot of those dips involve cheeses, right? Maybe
Correct.
it's cream cheese. Maybe it's cheddar cheese. Maybe it's a lot of different cheeses because the chef's hungry and he's thinking about all these cheeses. But cheese, generally, like people are like, don't eat too much cheese. It's bad for you, this and that. But there's been some recent studies in the past decade found that cheese, basically, it got a bad, same thing that happened with fat in the 80s and 90s, right?
Okay.
So they're just saying what really makes you gain weight are refried grains, potatoes, processed meat. Cheese didn't cause people to gain weight. Sometimes it even helped people lose fat.
I can believe that. Yeah.
Yeah. The dean of Tufts School of Nutrition, Tufts is a college.
Tough-ass school.
Tough-ass
School
school.
of hard knocks.
Of nutrition science in Massachusetts. Tufts also a great college. If you know anybody who graduate there, they're probably a great person and probably makes good popcorn. Smith Family Popcorn.
Oh.
My cousin Dan graduated from there. But basically said there's almost no evidence that cheese causes weight gain. In fact, there's evidence that it's neutral at worst. There's no evidence that cheese is linked to cardiovascular disease, and in some studies, even associated with a bit of lower risk. And then for diabetes, again, it's worse at neutral, maybe even protective.
Cool.
That is
basically-
great news.
Yeah, whatever you do tonight, I don't know. Maybe you haven't hit the gym yet. Maybe you're going to the gym. Just eat some cheese, man. You're good to go.
You said earlier your favorite cheese might be mozzarella, and I thought about it a little bit, maybe sharp cheddar or whatever. I think, man, honest to God, as far as the cheese that I couldn't live without, it's Parmesan.
Yeah, I probably use Parmesan more than anything else.
I don't even think about it sometimes as being cheese because I just put Parmesan on everything.
Right.
I mean, I think that's a tough question. I'm glad you asked it. I just, for me, I feel like mozzarella, whether it's hot, whether it's cold, but I mean, it's
But I
only
feel that way with
baked.
cheddar, too, because cheddar melts great.
Yeah.
Anytime there's melted cheddar, like I'm in.
You know what? Cheddar and mozzarella, you could put them back and forth. Because I could eat a pizza with just made of cheddar.
I could, too.
Cheeseburger pizza.
Thank you, Jeff. We appreciate it. You are listening to The Men's Room.
New on Curiosity Stream.
Just because it hasn't been done before doesn't mean you can't.
Watch Earth's greatest minds forge our path to a better tomorrow. It's engineering the future. And Jaws, Star Wars, The Godfather, E.T. The biggest movies have even bigger music. From King Kong to The Dark Knight. See how musicians scored Hollywood's greatest hits on great film composers' music of the movies. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
Oh, fiddlesticks! What, Wilbur? We just got hit and I think my back is all been out of shape.
You gotta talk with those whippersnappers at the Advocates Law Firm. They're the best injury lawyers around.
What? Pipe down, Clarence! Abner's telling me about the lawyers and the advocates. So what happened to you, Abner?
I was walking across the street with the light when some young punk came screeching around the corner. I lost a toe.
What? Shut it, Clarence! If you get injured, the advocates get results.
AdvocatesLaw.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
You're in the men's room. 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle.
Coming up in just minutes, we will drink, we will toast with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way 1 hour from now. But first, quick check out Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, a man in Alabama was convicted of breaking out of jail and then breaking back in to smuggle in drugs.
Just went on a drug run.
He did.
I would have stayed running. That's just
why do you break back in?
Because he's got a business inside.
I guess so.
He's got 3 hots and a cot, and he's got business that he's making.
What
inside.
this tells me is this is not the first time this guy's done this.
Not at all. That's a scary individual for me.
Right, that's the deal. Maybe he thought he could get back in before anybody noticed.
Sure, because he had before.
Right,
you know
exactly.
I mean? I've done it before. I'll do it again.
Are you ready for this? Dunkin' is bringing avocado toast to its menu.
all right. I mean, good for them. People seem to love it.
I mean, yeah, doesn't Starbucks already have it? Or like those little squeeze tubes of
I wouldn't be
avocado?
surprised. Honestly, with the popularity of it all over the place, I wouldn't be surprised if more and more places just start making it easier to get.
I got nothing against it, but honestly, I don't know that I've ever had it. Like, if I have a choice between eggs or avocado toast, I'm going eggs.
I'm going eggs all the time.
I've had the avocado toast, and you guys know how I said on avocado, it's not my favorite. It's not bad, mainly because I put salt and pepper on it. There was a couple tomatoes on there before, so it's not terrible. I don't understand the obsession with it. It's good. It doesn't need to be this,
fine.
oh my God, it's the greatest breakfast food ever. No, it's not.
But people do that. Like meatloaf had a resurgence. Like, guys, it's freaking meatloaf.
Right.
Tater tots had a big resurgence. Like, yeah, they're tater tots. It is what it is. It's always been there. It's really not exciting.
Completely say that's my generation and we need to knock it off.
Well, I mean,
knock it off because it drives up the price.
Right.
That was all like, now everyone's going, I love tater tots. Who doesn't like tater tots? Everyone's always like tater tots. But now you say it out loud, it costs more.
Mac and cheese has gone through this too. Used to be something you make in a box or whatever the deal. Then Velveeta cheese came. Then everybody's like, I'm making the best pan, macaroni and cheese. I use 4 kinds of cheeses, and people really up that game.
Mm-hmm. Well, mac and cheese to me, like people ate it out of a box, or it was a cultural thing for soul food.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and then it turned into.
Like I said, in the South, they're like, really? Macaroni and cheese, huh?
Gourmet mac and cheese. Taco Bell is joining the war by making fried chicken tacos.
Good.
They're kind of seeing everybody jumping on the chicken sandwich, and I'm in. I like Taco Bell products. It's going to be terrible for me, but it's going to be really good.
But it's Taco Bell, so it's not like you ever went there and went to their healthy choices.
No.
But see, we're talking about fried chicken. That ranks up there with the mac and cheese, the tater tots. Like,
yeah.
And I understand that these sandwiches are good. I'm right there with you. I think they're delicious. But again, like, it's fried chicken, man.
Right.
It's been around. It's plentiful.
This is nothing new here, gang.
It's right there, the macaroni and cheese.
Mm-hmm. A bird watcher in Pennsylvania spotted a rare cardinal that's half male, half female. It's red on one side and brown on the other, split right down the middle.
Hello.
Yeah. Just depends on what you're into that day.
I guess.
Shoot it, kill it.
I still, to be honest with you, that's all the description that I got, so I don't know if it legit, has both plumbing or if it's just colored wrong.
Like, if I have a penis and a vagina, I go like, yeah, I got.
Right.
If I grow my hair long, that doesn't mean anything. So is it male and female, or is it just red and brown?
Right. Or does it just have both clothes on? We don't know.
It's Victoria.
Isn't that what, right? Isn't that what a hermaphrodite is?
Yeah.
It's both sex organs?
Yeah.
That's correct.
So, yeah, it's not out of the question. 16% of people say they look better with a mask.
Yeah, they're right.
Right.
I know that's 16%.
You'll be upset when that mask thing goes away.
You're like, oh, God. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
There's already people saying that we're going to start just unconsciously, licking our chops and just having our mouth hanging open and doing weird stuff when the masks finally go away. Just because we've gotten used to that thing covering our face, and then we can just kind of go about whatever we do.
The weird thing about me, man, is I'll see somebody and I'll smile. They don't know that.
I realize that, too.
I disagree, man. I disagree. You look at somebody's eyes, you know when they smile.
All right.
Smile with your eyes.
Is that demand?
Yes.
Sounds aggressive.
Sounds like an R&B song.
Smile with your eyes when you look into mine.
Smile with your eyes, baby.
I was thinking more like Kevin Hart, like, say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest.
Smile with your eyes.
You can frown with your mouth.
It's all right. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Oh, man. Someone ranked all 50 states according to how woke they are, looking at 6 different stats. Are you ready for this? So, they factored in the voting rates in each state, education, how many BLM protests there were, how many people attended them, the number of organic farms in each state, and how many people drink kombucha.
Kombucha is a sign of wokeness.
And it is fermented tea. So, yes, these are all the woke places. It's the voting rates, the education, Black Matter protests, how many people attended them, organic farms, and kombucha. So I actually have the 10 most woke and the 10 least woke states. Let's start with the most woke states. What do you guys think is on there?
Well, based on protests and kombucha, you got to put Washington, Oregon,
California.
Well,
maybe Hawaii.
Fair.
Maybe Hawaii.
But we're going kombucha. It's like, to me, that's the kombucha.
The only thing Hawaii might not do with the BLM protests. I don't know if I heard anything about that there.
All wonderful guesses. These are the 10 most woke states. Number 10, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Big on kombucha. 9 is Maine. This one kind of surprises me. Just because it's so tucked out of the way, it's kind of like the retirement state, isn't it?
Yeah, what are you bitching about? You're not even really connected to anybody.
They have a bunch of cranberry farms, right?
Well, Maine's pretty liberal. I just hate the term woke.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I think most people do.
Now it's time to get into the
It used to mean something.
Number 8, New York.
All right.
Yeah, New York City.
Number 7, Massachusetts.
Okay.
Number 6 is kind of a curveball, Minnesota.
Maybe.
That's another one that just seems like a really neutral state. We're just here.
Nobody really comes to visit unless they have family.
Well,
I don't know much.
BLM there, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know much about that state in general.
There's not much to know. It's cold.
That's where you're going to go ice fishing. That's all you need to know.
And here are the top five most woke states. Number 5, California.
All right, there you go.
Number 4, Colorado.
Yep, that adds
Again,
up.
makes sense. Number 3, Vermont.
So basically a bunch of stoner states.
Pretty much,
That's pretty much it.
Okay, so you guys already do know what the number 1 and the number 2 are. We haven't mentioned them yet. You guys have already named them, but you know what they are. Can you guys guess which one is the most woke state? The last 2 here on the West Coast.
Washington.
I'll say Washington.
I'll go Oregon then.
This is the number 1, the most wokest of the woke states with all the kombucha. Washington lost. It's Oregon.
Oh, no kidding.
Yep. Washington's number 2, Oregon's number 1.
They might want to reevaluate that list.
Okay, any guesses as far as the least woke state?
Mississippi.
Everything that you know to be at the other end of it.
Right.
Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, West Virginia,
Louisiana.
Kentucky, Louisiana.
Texas.
Miles, did you read this list beforehand?
I did not. I'm just, this goes, if it's education, if it's, whatever. Highest grade graduated, it's the same damn list.
These are the least woke states. Number 10, South Dakota.
I don't know much about
It's
South
not
Dakota.
enough people.
None of those 8 people are woke.
No, but they all hate Minnesota, I guess. Number 9, Delaware. Again, I don't know much about Delaware, but I kind of figured it was in a cluster that would just kind of...
People just go to Delaware and they stay there and they hide in this little place and they never leave. If they live there. Okay. Seriously, they don't really branch out too much.
That's
kind of Delaware, you're just in
Yeah,
Delaware.
but that's, I don't know. Every time I've hung out in Delaware where it's not like at the beach, like it's a pretty diverse state.
I've never hung out in Delaware not on the beach.
Oh.
Honestly, I can't imagine another reason to go there.
These are the least woke states. Number 8, Nevada. Nevada. Number 7, South Carolina.
Okay.
Again, these are factoring voting rates in each state, education, BLM protest, how many attended them, number of organic farms in each state, and how many people drink kombucha.
All right, I keep forgetting about the farms.
Yeah, man, got to think about 10 farms.
All right.
These are the least woke states. Number 6, Oklahoma.
All right.
Number 5, Mississippi.
Yep.
Number 4, Alabama.
Okay.
Number 3, Louisiana. Number 2, Miles, West Virginia.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
That's one thing they've never said. What a woke place.
Any guesses as to what the least woke state is?
Kentucky.
Mr. Hill.
I'll go Texas.
Texas, 10.
You already said Bama.
Correct?
You already said Mississippi.
Correct?
There's Georgia.
All the right.
Yeah, I'll put maybe Georgia.
strong.
I got to remember, Georgia flipped, though. The number 1 least woke state. Gotta wait for the drum roll. Arkansas.
Oh, that makes complete sense.
Arkansas, of course.
Arkansas. Someone found someone's bird in Illinois, and the report is going viral.
Why is that?
I'll tell you all about it 1 hour from now.
Thank you, Mike Hawk. Headlines are on the way 1 hour from now. In the meantime, let's get a contestant on the line for Profile This. We'll take caller 9 at 206-421-ROCK. All right, have we made it to Dragon Time?